Hello everybody. In this video, we are going to cover how we can make calculated variables inside of Excel and how we can also do a check on that calculated variable. So let's kind of take a look at this. So I've got this scenario where I've done like a pre-test and a post-test. So maybe like I have somebody like, take an examination at the beginning of class to see what they know. They take the whole class and then they take another examination very similar and a post-test. And hopefully at the end of the class, they've learned new things. So a lot of times we're not interested in just these individual values, but we're interested in the difference between them, or this like post minus pre. Now you could do pre minus post if that's the direction that you want to check, but here we're going to do post minus pre. So I'm just going to, let's zoom in real quick so you can kind of see a little bit better. I'm just going to do a very simple calculation. I'm going to say equals, I'm going to click on this post value here, and I'm going to subtract from it the pre-test. Now I'm doing this all in this single row because I want to subtract these from the same subject. And so I hit enter. And now I can either drag it down to propagate those. And if you double click, you can see how that equation is being propagated correctly. Or you can just double click this bottom right corner after you have selected it. Now you can't be on the inside of it and double click. It really doesn't work. But if you're just where it's just highlighted in green and then you double click, it will then propagate the rest of the way down. And we can see that we now have all of these values. Now we have this post minus pre. Now we might ask ourselves, is the post value higher than the pre-test? We can do a check inside of Excel by writing an if-then statement. So we can nest these if-then statements to do checks. So we could say if the post minus pre is greater than 0, we'll do a comma, quotation marks, and we can do better. So this is the true part of our if-then statement. So if it's greater than 0, we're going to say that it's better. Then we'll do a comma, and if it's false, we're going to do another check. So we'll do if this post minus pre is less than 0, we're going to say that it's worse. So if it's true that it's less than 0, it's worse. Now, on this last one, we could do another if statement and say, like, if it's equal to 0, we'll say the same. But we're going to just say, well, if it's not greater than 0 and it's not less than 0, there's only one other option that can possibly be, and we'll just say that it's the same. We do it like this. Now we have to close our parentheses so that all of our forward parentheses have a closed parentheses, and we could hit enter. So this first one was 16 points better. Now it doesn't tell us how much better, but it just says better. So we have better, 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 same. And then if we go down, we have a worse. And if we double click this all the way down, we can see that it does this check to see is the pre minus post, is it like higher or worse, right? So where we said better or worse, we could say if we don't like the words better, we could say higher. Oopsies. Sort that out. Higher. And instead of worse, we can say lower. And then we have same. And I can drag this up and double click it down. And now we've got higher, lower, and same. Anyhow, so that's just a little bit of how you can create these like calculated variables from the original data so you can do some different investigations inside of Excel or inside of Jamovi with your data. Okay, good luck, you guys.